Ali is a journalist who is forced to work on a series about love. As she collaborates with Sam, a coffee shop owner who is also a matchmaker, she opens herself up to new possibilities. At the City Herald, Ali is excited about starting her own summer column. She gets to write a quarterly series and is considering a circusman as her subject. Eric reminds her friend, Mia, about their meeting with the boss, Addison Rickford, that evening. While Ali is trying to find the circus, Sam assumes she is his employee, Tyler, and hands her some balloons. He threatens to fire Tyler for not doing his job properly, but realizes that Ali is holding the balloons. He offers Ali free coffee as an apology for the confusion. Sam owns Brimming with Love Cafe and informs her that she's in the opposite direction of the circus. Ali knows she can't make it there on time, but decides to get the coffee. Addison has reviewed Mia and Eric's work and likes them both for different reasons. Despite their protests, he asks them to work together on the design. Ali is fascinated by photos of couples on the wall. Tyler explains that these couples met at their cafe, and Sam has a talent for it. He's a matchmaker and connects people with their soulmate after 30 cups of coffee. Ali fills in Mia about this strange coffee house. Mia thinks it's a perfect love story everyone would like to hear, except Ali. Mia wants to find love, but feels stuck while dealing with the annoying Eric. She wishes Ali luck for her presentation. Ali explains her angle about the representation of circus performers. Addison doesn't want another news of corrupt circus practices. He asks Ali to understand what sells if she wants to keep writing the column. He suggests a love story with a happily ever after, even if it's with dogs. Ali pitches the story about Sam and his cafe. She thinks the concept is stupid, but Addison loves the unique view of people's search for love. He allows her to work on the series if Sam agrees to cooperate. Ali approaches Sam again for the series. She feels it could be free advertising for him, but Sam doesn't do this for exposure. All his customers are loyal and think of this as a family business. Ali promises to keep the names out of the articles and thinks it will be a chance for him to inspire lonely readers. Sam agrees to work with her, and she asks about his approach. He usually begins by asking people if they're looking for a serious relationship. He doesn't guarantee a partner, but there's a high chance of finding them. Sam is single, so Ali asks why he doesn't take advantage of the matchmaking. He gets offended and clarifies that he doesn't go out with customers. He believes a cynic like her shouldn't be writing an article like this. Ali tries to pitch another article to Addison, but he only wants Sam and asks her to make it work. Tyler shows Emily some women he's trying to match with on a dating app. She doesn't approve of any of them and feels he needs someone who can take care of him. Grandpa Walter discusses a letter he got from Paris from Sam's parents. He wonders when Sam will find a partner. Sam is still mad at Ali, who accused him of flirting with customers. Walter reminds Sam that everyone doesn't think of love like he does. He feels some people get so hurt that they build a wall around them. Walter thinks she must be hurting too. Ali goes through the recordings at night. She starts writing about a man who helps people find love the old-fashioned way. Ali shows Sam the first article, so he gets an idea of what she's doing. She apologizes for the day, and Sam claims to understand she might not have the same perspective as him. He promises to let her know his thoughts after he reads it. Emily taunts Tyler for being obsessed with his phone. He shows her his matches, but she keeps swiping left. She doesn't like any of the girls and claims she's looking out for him. She finally finds a profile with no picture and thinks he should consider Jessica. Tyler agrees she sounds funny in the bio, but he doesn't want someone without a picture. Emily swipes right on Jessica, since she seems to have similar interests. She asks Tyler to give it a try. Mia is trying to be there for Ali, but Eric keeps calling her for work. Sam calls Ali and claims he is pleasantly surprised with her article. He agrees to do this series with her, and she asks if she can interview some couples he connected. Eric taunts Mia for not picking up his work call. Mia claims it's equally important for her to be a good friend. She teases him about not having friends, but she agrees to cooperate with him because Addison wants it. Addison loves Ali's article and claims it will be live at midnight. Ali is excited when her article finally gets published, and Mia gets donuts for them. They start reading comments, and most people think the cafe sounds exciting. Mia asks Ali to let her know if she gets any trolls. Ali interviews one of Sam's happy couples, Ben and Jackie, who now have a kid. She is surprised to learn they initially did not like each other. Ali finds it suspicious since they're the third couple who said that. But they understand first impressions don't matter, and thanks Sam for making them realize it. Jackie claims she fell for Ben because he was different from her exes. He listened to her, which made her feel very good. Emily feels proud that Tyler has started texting Jessica. Mia and Allie are working late, and Allie finds it strange that all of Sam's customers say the same thing. She doesn't believe people find love like this and heads to the cafe to clarify her doubts. She asks if Sam prepared the couples, but he claims he didn't. She wonders how he knew Ben and Jackie were perfect when they're so different. Sam can't reply properly because he is pissed at Tyler for being on the phone all the time. Allie offers to drop by later, and he asks her for dinner that night. Mia is busy reading the negative comments on Allie's article. Someone has called it cold and disconnected. Eric assures her there are more positive comments, so she doesn't have to worry. She asks Eric if he has ever been in love. He claims he only understands graphic designing, computers, and deadlines. Allie gifts Sam some sticky notes to thank him for the cooperation. She feels he can write Tyler's assignments on them, so he remembers the work. Sam explains he knows when people like each other through their body language. He keeps observing people in the cafe and knows if there's a connection between them. To give an example, he points to a guy who is raising his eyebrows while talking to his date. Sam thinks that's a subconscious urge to open his eyes because he likes what he sees. He gives another example of a woman sitting with her legs crossed. Allie thinks that's a bad sign, but Sam feels her body facing him means she's interested, but shy. Allie tries this out on another couple and guesses that the man looks disinterested and self-absorbed. She claims she could tell this from experience. She asks why he specifically chose 30 cups of coffee for someone to find their soulmate. He jokes about them looking good on the business card. A reader has asked about the matchmaker's love life. Sam claims he is waiting for the right person and has learned from experience that people find love in unexpected ways. He claims he's not avoiding love, but he's also not forcing it either. He knows his match is out there and hopes to find her. Sam invites her to a party where they're celebrating 40 years of the cafe. Allie asks for more body language tips because she wants to put a list at the end of the article. Sam enacts everything while he explains it. He thinks a man's smile will be wide and his forehead will rise when he's interested in a woman. His toes will always point towards her, and he will put a strand of hair behind her ear. They get awkward when he does it, but Allie feels inspired when she gets home. She writes about how confusing relationships can be in the beginning. People are loving her articles, and there are many positive comments. Addison still thinks it's getting too predictable. Allie suggests they can follow one person around who wants to try the 30 cups. Addison wants Allie to do it, but she knows Sam wants a client who is serious about dating. She brings Mia as her client, and he explains the process to her. He plans to get to Mia better and observe her during several dates to check what works for her. Mia is excited, but gets irritated when Eric calls for working again. She asks him not to disturb her, since she's helping Allie with the article. He understands she is at the cafe to find someone, and she taunts him about normal people wanting to have a life. She explains to Sam that Eric keeps annoying her. Sam feels like Eric wants her opinion, which is what Allie also keeps telling her. Mia shares that she wants to try stand-up comedy one day. She feels like Allie is judging her, and asks Sam if she keeps questioning everything like this. Sam assures Mia he wants to connect customers to people they will be comfortable with. Allie goes through all of Sam's papers for research and writes about how two different people end up becoming a couple. Tyler is anxious because Jessica hasn't replied to his message in 3 hours. Emily assures him she might be busy, but can tell Tyler likes her a lot. He feels Jessica understands him and is there for him, even if they have been talking for just a few days. She also laughs at his jokes and seems easy to talk to. Mia chooses to do her next cup of coffee without Allie because she judges a lot. She has been thinking about how she can't stand Eric and wants to discuss that with Sam. Mia used to be like him and always put work before everything else. She missed important things and couldn't be there for her friends when they needed her. Sam thinks balance in work is as important as it is in love. He thinks Mia can help Eric understand that. Allie understands why Mia wanted to do the cup without her, but she wants all details for her article. Allie tries to record Mia and Sam's sessions, but Mia keeps her at bay. She watches from a distance as Sam sets her up on different dates. While one date leaves, Mia doesn't seem interested in the others. Allie is frustrated about the time it's taking for Mia to find someone. Sam asks her to have patience because his process can't be rushed. Allie wonders why Sam is not setting Mia up with better guys. She has read his notes and knows everyone found their person by the 15th cup. Mia is only on the 7th cup and has a good feeling about this. Allie thinks it will make for a good story if she learns that Sam is deliberately trying to sabotage Mia's dates. Tyler seems to be in love with his work, since the tips are great and the sticky notes are helping. Emily thinks he's in love with Jessica. He confirms it and informs her that he asked Jessica to stop by after work. He feels Jessica is the one for him and is excited to meet her. Eric has been reading Mia's 30 Cups series and asks how it's going. Mia thinks Eric should try it too and reminds him there's a world outside the walls of the office. Mia explains how she used to be like him. She kept working till she went on vacation one time and realized she could be more productive with time off. Sam rants to Walter about how Allie wants him to measure love. He needs her to understand how this is a process that can't be rushed. Walter has been reading her articles and thinks she has warmed up to the idea of love. Sam still thinks she's a cynic, but Walter asks him to be creative and give her confidence. Tyler is upset because Jessica didn't turn up last night. Emily lists out the reasons she probably couldn't respond. She thinks Jessica might be afraid of disappointing him. Tyler feels she is amazing, and he would be crazy not to fall for her. Sam thinks Mia's date is going well, and feels like there could be another one for them. Mia's date does a comedy set that she and Sam don't find funny. He offers to let Mia get up on stage one day. Mia gets a call from Eric, who is also at the show. He stepped out because she recommended he should have fun. He takes comedy classes there, and thinks her date was horrible. Mia didn't like her date set too, and laughs with Eric about it. Sam has been noticing them, and claims he has someone else for Mia. He suggests Mia should follow her instinct and go after Eric. Mia asks Eric if he can drop her home, and claims she's not interested in her date. Allie is confused about why Mia left the comic for Eric. Mia claims she was laughing at his jokes only because she felt bad. But now she knows there's something between her and Eric. They had an amazing conversation, which felt very unexpected. Mia doesn't want to continue the coffee cups anymore. She thinks Sam was right about pointing her in Eric's direction. Allie is happy for her friend, but this development has ruined her whole series. Her readers are expecting some concrete results out of the date. She needs to show them how Sam makes Mia meet someone. She is frustrated at Sam and feels like they didn't deliver on what was promised. Jessica has given a justification for not turning up. Tyler thinks she might be nervous and understands how hard it is to meet someone new. Tyler is now doubting if it will work out for them. He feels he has probably created a picture in his head that won't work out. Emily feels like it could also turn out to be perfect for him. She wants him to try again, but Tyler doesn't think Emily has ever been in love to comment on it. Allie suggests to Addison that she can go back to interviewing couples. She's in the middle of the series, and he feels she can't deceive her readers. He asks her to go back in sales and considers hiring a team to fix her mistake. Allie doesn't want to let this go and suggests she can take Mia's place. She feels Sam already knows her, so he wouldn't have to start from the beginning. Addison agrees to give Allie one more chance, but makes it clear she can't mess it up. Mia tries to flirt with Eric at work, but he's always busy. Eric notices her disappointment and brings flowers for her. He was finding the right time to give them to her. He suggests they can go on a date that night. Allie offers to join Sam for chess and claims she's good at it. She feels bad for snapping at him and explains she's under a lot of pressure with work. She wants to take over from Mia, but Sam feels she's only doing it to finish her articles. Allie shows him that she's serious, and he agrees to let her take over from the 13th cup. Eric and Mia need to work late that night. He has arranged for candles and takeout for their date. They both worry about the fire hazard, so he decides to take the food to the break room. He even offers to get dessert from the vending machine, which Mia feels is the best date. Tyler has invited Jessica for the 40th anniversary of the cafe. He's afraid she might stand him up again. They greet Allie when she turns up for the date. Tyler lets it slip which guy Sam has chosen for her. She panics and continues walking away. Mia thinks it's fine to be nervous before a date when her dream man broke off the engagement with her. Allie feels a lot of pressure from the readers, Sam and Mia, to make this work. Mia thinks Allie is putting pressure on herself because she finally cares about finding love. She thinks Allie would have confidently walked into the date if she didn't care. Allie apologizes to Sam for ditching the date, and he teases her about not liking good-looking guys. She assures him she is ready, and he already has someone else in mind. When Walter comes to sit with Allie, she assumes Sam has set her up with him. When she learns he is Sam's grandfather, she agrees to share dessert with him. Walter has heard from Sam that Allie is finding it hard to look for love. He thinks everyone is afraid of getting hurt, which is why some people build walls around their hearts. He thinks Allie can either build higher walls or find someone to knock it down. Her real date, Jerry, turns up, and Walter leaves them. He invites her for dance that night, and Allie reluctantly agrees. Allie is dressed for a club, but Jerry brings her for a square dance. Jerry wanted to do something unique, so she remembers the date. He likes dressing up like this and could wear it every day. He drags Allie to the dance floor, and she tries to dance along with the group. Sam turns up there too, and they end up dancing together. Jerry asks Sam and Allie to rest for a bit, and they assume it's because they are terrible dancers. Sam claims he came because he wanted to check up on her. He teases her about how bad she dances. She wonders if Jerry will come back to get her. Sam thinks it's more important if she wants him to, but she doesn't answer that. She decides to get back on the floor, and he wishes her luck. Allie writes about knowing she can't dance her way to love, but feels good she's getting out of her comfort zone. The readers are hooked again, and Addison thinks Allie will be out of sales forever if she continues like this. Sam informs her that Jerry doesn't want a second date. Allie takes it as her first rejection and looks forward to her other cups of coffee. Sam keeps watching her on all the dates, and something seems to be weird about them. They're either too excited or kind of creepy with her. Sam still keeps setting her up, and even throws her on a man while they're jogging. Tyler wonders why Sam is giggling while working. Sam recently set Allie up with a bodybuilder, and is trying to imagine her face as he flexes his muscles. Tyler points out that he should be disappointed if Allie is having a bad date. Sam asks Tyler to let him enjoy a funny moment, but Tyler thinks it's strange that Allie prefers to talk to Sam more than her dates. Sam asks Allie about the craziest thing she has ever done. She feels finding love over coffee seems the craziest. She thinks finding love is only a regular thing if people do it in a natural way. She gets an actual crazy idea and decides to race with him. They participate in the race and end up on the floor laughing. They have a great time, but Allie is worried. Addison is doubting Sam's matchmaking abilities. Allie is also unsure because she hasn't felt any connection. Sam assures her it's not her fault and thinks he needs to step up his own game. He promises to find someone good enough for Allie. Sam discusses with Walter how tough it is to find a match for Allie. He has never been stuck like this before. He thinks she's very smart, funny, and challenging. Walter knows he finds her perfect. He reminds Sam about the foundations of love. They know a couple is perfect if they seem like the same person. Walter recalls the day he met Sam's grandmother when he was crossing a traffic light. He was just driving and saw her, and felt like he couldn't wait to see her again. He also knew he didn't want to spend the rest of his life without her. He turned around and told her how he felt, because Walter thinks it would be crazy not to. Sam informs Allie about a blind date that night. He claims it's someone she already knows, and is sure she is compatible with. Allie is excited when she informs Addison about the date. She doesn't know who it is, but trusts Sam to provide a happy ending to her series. Allie's blind date is 2 hours late, and Mia realizes she wanted the date to be Sam. Allie feels stupid, but Mia thinks it's great she is finally letting someone close to her. Allie feels nervous and anxious, and Mia thinks it's because she is falling in love. Tyler is worried Jessica will turn out to be someone who wears high heels. He feels nervous about meeting her that night, and plans to sneak out if she's weird. He doesn't want to ruin a good thing, because he really likes her. At the 40th anniversary party of the cafe, Mia and Eric know that Allie is planning to confess her feelings. Allie feels nervous, and hopes it works out. Tyler gets a message from Jessica, asking him to turn around. Jessica turns out to be Emily, and she knows Tyler is the one for her. She couldn't say anything before because she was afraid of rejection. She apologizes for lying to him, and feels bad after his reaction. But Tyler claims he always wanted Jessica to be her. Emily kisses him, and hopes she's out of the friend zone now. Sam gathers the crowd to raise a toast to Walter, who started the cafe 40 years ago. He primarily wanted the cafe to make amazing coffee and help people find love. He thanks Walter for everything he has done for him, and the couples gathered there. He asks them all to dance, and joins Allie after his speech. He thinks she looks beautiful, and feels nervous in a suit. Eric teases Mia about all the happy couples, and thinks she could have been one of them. Sam asks Allie to dance with him. He wonders what she's thinking about the last cup of coffee. She admits that she thought her blind date was him, and was even hoping for that to be the case. Sam laughs, because he's relieved. He claims he was supposed to be her blind date. He asks if he can reserve her last coffee cup. Walter wants to introduce Sam, so they plan to meet the next day for their date. Allie blushes when she arrives home, and starts reading the comments on her blog. One person claims they're sure the matchmaker is Sam. She claims he left her friend at the altar, and only knows how to crush hearts. Allie heads out to talk to him after the party, and directly asks if he left someone at the altar. She informs him about the comment, and feels like she felt for his fake tactics. She explains how her fiancé left her a few weeks before the wedding, and it destroyed her. She doesn't want to feel the humiliation anymore. She also doesn't think he will understand, because his heart has never been broken. Sam arrives at the cafe the next day to find Tyler has done all his tasks. Tyler claims he doesn't need his phone anymore. Sam is glad he finally realized his feelings for Emily. Allie knows she can't see Sam again for work because of what happened last night. She plans to head home and write a happy ending somehow for her series. She finds Emily waiting for her outside work, who had overheard her conversation with Sam last night. She informs Allie that Sam's fiancé cheated on him, which is why he broke off the wedding. She wants Allie to know that Sam is a really great and genuine guy. Allie feels bad and tries to talk to Sam at the cafe. She informs him that Emily told her what happened, and feels bad she judged him too soon. Sam doesn't listen to her, and walks off. Walter has been matchmaking people since before Sam was born. He knows Sam will do what he wants, but asks him not to miss out on a chance of love. Allie starts writing an honest column, where she admits she didn't want to initially write about love. She was a hopeless romantic for a long time, till her fiancé left her at the altar. She knows that for this story, she had to learn to open her heart again. She apologizes to the matchmaker in her story for not having faith in him. Tyler leaves a note for Sam to read her article, and Sam finds out that Allie is in love with him. Addison is happy about how many people love her articles. They have more subscribers than ever, and people have never connected emotionally with a reporter so much before this. He congratulates her, because he is permanently giving her a column at the newspaper. He feels she should be happier about it, but she claims it used to be the only thing she wanted. As she walks out of the office, Addison, Mia, and Eric hold up sticky notes to remind her she needs to find Sam at the cafe. When she arrives, she finds a note asking her to go to the courtyard for her last cup of coffee. Sam asks if they can start over again, and reminds her he promised a happy ending. He kisses her, and everyone around is very happy for them.